And we also have something else that we really wanted to talk about. Have you ever looked at life's true joys and thought, I want to get paid to do those things. I want to do what fulfills me.
And not just part-time, not like a hobby, full-time. Well, our guest, Larry Barrett, did just that. So we are fascinated to hear how we can all do this. Larry took his love of fly fishing and made an absolute career out of it. You're now part of a premier local company that outfits fly fishers the world over. How did you do it? Where did this come from?
That's a great question. As a little kid, I used to fish in the mill streams on the East Coast, and I had a great friend that introduced the sport to me about 20 years ago, and well, I guess I've been hooked ever since.
All right, so you're the CEO. Yeah. Tell us about your company,
Sure.
what you do.
So it's Farbank Enterprises, and we have 3 brands. We have Sage Manufacturing, where we build the rods over on Bainbridge Island, and it's, we roll it from graphite, and we handcraft these babies, and they're fantastic, and they're wonderful tools. We have a kind of an approachable brand. It's an import, Reddington, and so anybody can really access the water. And then we have a fly line company in Idaho Falls called Rio, and I always talk about fly line being like butter. It tastes better. Everything tastes better with butter. Well, everything casts better with a Rio fly line. I'm going to tell you that.
I think I know what makes this area good for fly fishing and outdoors, but what makes it a good place for a business for fly fishing?
Yeah, no, that's a great. I mean, we have access to all kinds of outdoorsy people, right? I mean, I was just down in Salt Lake City at the Outdoor Retailer, and there was Filson, and we have Outdoor Research and Cascade Design. I mean, look at it. I mean, the water's everywhere, and so fishing is everywhere. I mean, we're fishing in the salt for sea run cutthroat or salmon. We'll go into the mountains and fish for trout. I mean, it's just a wonderful, wonderful place for business, and because we get outdoorsy people that are passionate about fishing.
Which leads me to this question. So what advice do you have for people who want to turn a passion into a career? You did it.
Oh, yeah.
So how did you do it? Give us your secret.
I think, the secret is just that. Just go, when you're excited about something, pursue it. Continue to pursue it. I think that's exactly what you want to do. We have a lot of people that work for us that love to fish, and they want to grow with the company, and that's what you want to be doing. You want to go put your time and energy into something you're super excited about.
What about people who are scared to do that? Because so many people say they're going to do it, and we've read so many stories about people who almost failed out of doing it, or they reached a point where they were like, how do I know when it's time to give up on this and go back to, you didn't give up, so how do
literally go fishing.
Yeah, really go fishing.
Really. How did you keep going?
I mean, you just, again, I don't have a great answer for you other than, you just got to keep, the money will eventually figure itself out. The lifestyle figures itself out. You're not, certain careers you're going to go into, and you just need to continue to be dedicated. It's just something you don't want to give up. And, for fly fishing in particular, you want to make sure, like, I want to see people get introduced to the sport, right? You want to be able to go to a fly shop and really have a wonderful, wonderful experience. And that was my buddy that introduced me to the sport. He did that. He took me out on the river, and he's cooking up a nice steak dinner. And I'm like, and he had an ulterior motive. He wanted fishing buddies.
That'll do it.
And he did, and he got. I mean, like I said, it got me hooked. But it really turned me on to that's what this sport should be about. It's about that wonderful experience and going out and experiencing the outdoors. And if you're lucky enough, you'll catch some fish.
I love it. Really briefly, y'all are really involved in the community too.
Oh, totally. So, we're all over the place in terms of conservation. Our message is, you're talking about being positive. Our message is simple. More fish, more fishing, more anglers, more business, and we want to have more fish. We have initiatives that we're supporting. Wild steelhead. The steelhead runs in the Columbia have been the lowest levels in the last 2 years in recorded history. So we need to be actively supporting that. Trying to bring those fish back. So, and we're all about trying to support that. So we do that multiple ways, fundraisers, we give financially, we give time and effort, and again, the more people that fish, the more people that enjoy the water, the more people that enjoy the joy fishing, then the more they're going to actually want to support the environment and see more fish on the water.
Congratulations on your success, and hopefully this will inspire people to take their passion and turn it into a career. Larry Barrett, President and CEO of Farbank Enterprises, thank you again so much.
Thank you.
I want to come work for you.
Please, please.
Gone fishing, literally.